May singilang pangarap, kaya hayaan mo ko sa sariling mundo. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Ruby Cha, hi! Hi Karma, hi Sed, welcome to the stream. And hi Gremlin, hello, welcome. Hold on. I am so far from my keyboard, y'all don't understand. Like I have my piano right here because I will be trying my best to be a pianist so that I can share the music theory happenings of today. But yeah, how is everybody? I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys are doing well. In the beginning, there was gravity, which we defy, and then hala, as if unexpectedly and unequivocally, mayroong pararating. O nga pak, it's the one and only Rubikila sa Longga Tagumpay Frishalin Galactanimos Rosie Mia Marie May representing Philippines. We get out to Wicked because I have something to say about it too. Yes, we have a lot to say about Wicked today. Also, hello Pendant Boss, welcome to the stream. Welcome and hello, my name is rubiirosie. I am the audio engineer VTuber. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're doing okay. We're going to be doing content that I don't usually do, but I should probably be doing as the audio engineer VTuber. Hi Hioe, hi Jajazi, and hi Nene. Hello, welcome to this in the meaning. Hold on, let me just shout you all out. Also, hi Shiro the unit, welcome. New here, just came by to see what was happening for a bit. Well, we just started stream. Ruby-chan, hi, hello. Oh my god, Nene, I'll fix your VIP later. What does this do? You get VIP for 6 months. I will fix that after stream. Don't worry, but welcome to the VIP club. The long-awaited and very not crammed PowerPoint. Yes, definitely not crammed. Definitely did not stay up until in the morning to make this PowerPoint. Wait, back reading chat. Oh my god. I can afford it. Let's go VIP club. I'll fix your VIPs later after stream. To VIP. Yes, to VIP. I was like VIP. What does that mean? VIP. Okay. Gonna be chilling here for a while, but while I draw low-key. Go ahead. I highly appreciate that. I'm glad I can be your podcast for the day. And the topic today is actually pretty podcasty. So I hope my really bad piano playing isn't gonna ruin it. Crammed. In other words, masikip. Said. Anong masikip? What do you mean? PowerPoint. Yes, PowerPoint. Yes, I have invested in making a Canva for this. Hey, is the internet back? Are we back? Is that the eyeball will be the Rosie? Hi Jan, welcome to the stream. A woman. What? She had us in just 2 words. Come inside. Damn. Welcome to the best part of your life. Whoop. Wrong position. I thought it was my net. No, it was the internet on my end. Don't worry, guys. She unpinchable Zoom. No, don't pinch me. Is that the top 4% VTuber? Yes. Is that the top 4% VTuber? Yes. The top 4%. Oh no. I think the internet is saying I should not yap today. Welcome back, pinch. Okay. It's all pinch. Okay. It's so funny because the last thing she said was, "Oh no. Oh no, wow, the head pats are huge. Why are my head pats huge?" Why are my head pats so huge? I should fix that. I'll fix that later on. Thank you for the head pats though, Karma. I hope the internet stays stable while I'm yapping about Wicked. Because Wicked, it's gonna be like a long conversation. I'm not gonna lie. I had to cut one song. I was initially going to do 5 songs. Like I was initially going to talk about 5 songs, but I cut one out because I ran out of time. Thank you for following, Fended Boss. Thank you so much. No, keep it. Keep the big head pats. I will keep the big head pats if you guys say so. It's like squishing a stress ball, but it's her head. Oh no. Wait. I will allow it this once. No. No. Where is it? There we go. Oh no, the head pats went along with it. I thought it was gonna head pat my head. The internet must be allergic to Wicked. I guess so. Kalbo. I was kalbo for a second. Sorry, guys. But yeah, how is everybody? I hope you guys had dinner. I hope you guys are ready for me to yap your ears off about music. And I hope you guys are ready to learn some music theory, because I'm gonna go heavy on the music theory, not gonna lie, especially with one song. One song is gonna talk a lot about key signatures and time signatures and changing keys and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a while. The hand grabbed the wig. I know, the hand grabbed the wig away. Hand be like, it's my wig now. Let's go. I love music theory, said no one ever. Hey, I love music theory. I don't like jazz theory. I love music theory. I love basic music theory. I don't like jazz theory. Jazz theory is gonna bite me in the butt today. Yap away. Thank you. I will yap away later. Wicked is confirmed progressive rock. I mean, there are some that are progressive, that are rock and progressive, yes. But then, not gonna lie, Wicked was like, when I was back in like music school, I had a lot of professors being like, you should study the Wicked orchestral score so that you can get a sense of how to orchestrate this part or how to orchestrate that part, or you should study this part in Wicked because the composing wise this one is really good and blah 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 blah. There were a lot. Why are the ears so big? Why are they so big? The cat ears are huge. I didn't realize. I really should fix my toggles. They're huge. But yeah, Wicked is really highly regarded in the music scene, I guess, for like reference, because it's a really good musical. It's really well written. It's really a nerd's. It's like Halloween for nerds. It's Christmas for nerds, not Halloween. Christmas. It's Christmas for music nerds. They would eat that shit up. Cat ears so huge she can defy gravity with them. Yes, I will start defying gravity. It's time to try defying gravity. I'll use my ears to fly away. I don't need a broomstick. Yeah, okay. So, is everyone ready for me to yap about music theory? Are you guys ready? Are you guys... Please tell me you guys are ready to hear me like ramble on. And I'm open to questions while you guys are trying to understand. I hope you guys try to understand what I'm saying. I literally had to like pull Rhea aside last night and go like, Rhea, can you like listen to me yap about my presentation so I know that it's like easy to understand? And she was like, yeah, I understand, but also I'm coming from the perspective of someone who actually likes music. So it's like, oh, okay. How big must the ears be to turn you into a furry? How big does animal ears have to be to label you as a furry, actually? That's a big question. One that I don't think I can answer right now. Ready. The panel will be judged based on content, diction, creativity, and audience impact. Jesus Christ, that's... Wait, also, I just need to check. Can you guys hear the piano? Yes. Hi, Dados. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hi, my name is rubiirosie. I'm the audio engineer VTuber. I hope you enjoy your time here. Yes, we can hear the piano, but it's a bit quieter. Okay, I think when it's times that I'm gonna play the piano, I'll lower the mic. I'll lower the mic. Wait, hold on. I'll shout out D-Dust first. There we go. Hi, Mire! Welcome to the stream! Hello, hello! Okay, wait. I will test the mic going lower. There we go. Is it okay? Is it good? Did you guys hear that? Dum, da, 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 dum. Okay, I couldn't resist. I needed to do it. Dun, da, 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 da. I hate that you don't finish the thing. I'm sorry. I finished it. Here we go again. There we go. I was waiting for the last note. I'm sorry. Makarama ka dyan, ma-disconnect ka ulit. No! Imagine if I play that and it cuts before the last note. And then the internet starts freaking out. Unrelated, I bought a hot sauce earlier at Gateway. Ooh, hot sauce. What kind of hot sauce? Is it like bulldog hot sauce or like spicy hot sauce? That melody explains really well what a trigger actually is. No, you know what's a trigger for a certain group? No, it has to be higher. That's a trigger for a certain group. Like they have this pop-up. What's this? How is you? I am good. I am okay. I am ready to yap. And I hope you guys listen to me yap. My hair grew again. Dang, this hot sauce is not my fave. Let's go. When I was a young boy. Oh, wait. There. There we go. Okay. I still know how to play it. Brand is 17? XVII? Wow. Why is it a number? He took me to the city to see a marching band. Is the smoky, slightly crusty, and ghost pepper hot sauce? Ooh, that sounds interesting. My daddy took me into the shitty. Shout, where are you? And I'm so sorry. Did you go to any cons lately? I went to... What was the last con I went to? PGS. PGS was the last con I went to, and I regret it. PGS was not that great. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen like some articles out already about why PGS was not great. I'm gonna leave you guys to listen to that and just like look that up. But for now, let's start on the presentation. Oh wow, you went to PGS right after Miku Expo? No, I went to PGS before Miku Expo. I went to PGS the day before Miku Expo. Miku Expo, I don't consider as a convention. I consider it as a concert. Are you a masochist? No. I just like spending time with friends. Yeah, Miku Expo is a concert. Exactly. It's a concert. So I don't treat it like a con. But then there were lots of people cosplaying, so it felt like a con. Okay, let's go. Dun 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 dun. Timer go away. La 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 la. It sounds like a masochist. No. God damn the quality of the model. Thank you, Capital Yak. Welcome to the stream. Hi, how are you? And hi, Karma Medeyop. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Thank you for the follow while I was gone. Hello. Hello. And hi, Biscuit. Oh my god, welcome to the stream. There we go. Wait, is this new or I got dementia? Huh? What? What do you mean? Like you are a recent. Yeah, you are a recent follow. Yes. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, my name is rubiirosie. I'm the audio engineer VTuber. How are you? I don't even stream, but people deserve a shout out in my streams because y'all deserve shout outs. Okay, so Wicked Song Facts and Yaps by Ruby Rosie. Y'all are gonna get ready for the thing. Why shout me out, Biscuit? Don't. All right, so we're gonna talk about Wicked. This is gonna be a little presentation. This is gonna be a lecture by the Professor Ruby Rosie. So you better be honored to like listen to it. Trinidad, lol, hello. Are you an actual audio engineer? I am. I worked as an audio engineer for a corpo, and then I worked in freelance as an audio engineer now. So yes, that's my background. Okay po, group 1, take it away. Not a lecture again. Sorry, this is what I said the stream is gonna be about. It's gonna be me yapping about Wicked, and then you guys are gonna her. You guys are gonna hear a lot of like stuff about Wicked. What's an audio engineer? Okay, I guess okay. Before starting a presentation, an audio engineer is usually someone who is behind the mixer, and they're the ones in the prod who are handling how the sound is supposed to sound. Whether it's like for a studio engineer, they're usually the mixing engineer. For a professional outdoor prod or like an event prod, they're usually the one handling the tech. Um, I engineer audios. Yes, that's basically it. Like if you have computer engineers who like fix computers or like not fix computers, they're kind of experts on computers. Then you have me, who's kind of an expert ish on how sound is supposed to sound in a public setting. I've never heard of it. Most weird engineer was T engineering. Oh, I've never heard of T engineering. That sounds interesting though. I'm a civil engineer. I engineer civil wars. No, that's not what a civil engineer does. But actually, I'm really confused as to what a civil engineer does. Actually, I know they don't do that. I know they don't create civil wars. Okay, so wait. I'm also like that's gonna lead up to like my first part of my presentation, by the way, as I'm explaining that I'm an audio engineer. I am not an expert in music theory. I am not a music theory professor. Did not get a doctorate for music nor a master's for music. I just graduated from music school, and then I work in the music industry. So that's kind of like my credibility, sort of. Yes. Civil engineer makes buildings and structures. It's for building and structural planning. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that means that they make buildings for civilians. That's what they mean. Do we get a certificate for attending? I'm not credible to give certificates. I don't think so. The people who make building plans and maps. Oh, okay. I see. Well, they studied hard for that and I studied hard for this. This is what I do. This is what I graduated for, to yap in front of like 13 people about my hyperfixation towards Wicked. You're credible, just don't get caught. No, what do you mean? No. Honestly, because of me taking a year, well, no, 3 years of music theory at least. 3 years of music theory and studying from like basic music theory up till jazz music theory, I think I have like at least some credibility, you know? You're not credible, which means you're incredible. Oh, thank you, Jajazi. Residences. Ah, okay, I see. Hi, Oneng, welcome to the stream. How big is music theory? Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot that we can like divulge about music theory. Literally a year of music theory studying is not enough. This is the PH. They won't pry on certificate credibility. Well, That's true. Hi, Change. Welcome to the stream. And hi, Viz. Welcome to the stream. But that's just a theory. A music theory. Plot twist, guys. I'm going to be hired by MatPat to have the next theory channel. Hello. Welcome to the stream. You're cool. Chat's not so much change. Come on. Chat is cool. Chat is cool. Okay. I'm getting derailed. I'm so sorry. Okay, so again, I am not a music expert. I didn't graduate with a music degree in terms of masters and doctorate, but I did graduate with a undergrad in music. So I I tried to remember everything that I learned in college and tried to apply it to this presentation. So I hope you guys can understand it. Yeah. Wait, sabog is a tag? Yes, because I'm very sabog. MacPat is retired of the theory channels. No, he's retired from being in the theory channels, but the thing is, he's still the CEO of the company, so he's still the one hiring people, you know? So you're a creditable source. Maybe. Since spoilers are allowed, can I say something? Yes, I'm going to matric path you, yes. I mean, sure. NDR, what spoiler are you going to talk about? Hi, D-Slob, and hi, Atherius, Dylan, and Roland, the grade 9 fixer. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Welcome to the YouTube audience. You're getting what? I'm getting distracted. I'm getting derailed. I want to ask how much music theory I need for making games. I mean, you don't really need much. Depends on what you're applying for in games. I don't think you need that much. I goddamn cheered when the wheelchair bitch died. Come on, no. Don't do that to Nessa Rose. Come on. Nessa Rose Nessa Rose is Nessa Rose. If it Nessa Rose didn't deserve to get a house dropped on her, but yeah, she could have been better. If only there was a tag called Lutang, low-key mood right now. That's me, yes. Can I just go for which sounds right and boom music? I mean, a couple of people do that, yeah. Like a lot of successful people actually don't have a degree in music. They just go by feel. To which those I'm like, damn, I'm jealous of y'all. Holy hell, I feel irrational hatred whenever he's turned up on stage. No, come on. Nezarose ain't that bad. Okay, wait, going back. All right, so I'm gonna talk about 4 songs because I wanted to talk about 5, but I only had time to write down about 4. So the songs are gonna be Wizard and I. Most of the conversation is gonna be about Wizard and I, and it's gonna circle back to things I talk about in Wizard and I. Then it's going to Define Gravity, No Good Deed, and For Good. 난 말 그대로 보스 음악을 가지고 있어. 어, 나 한국말은 좀 rusty. Boss. Are you talking about boss music? 가지고 있어. I don't have boss music. I don't know how to make boss music, sadly. Sorry. What's this? Officially back. Welcome, Jen. Log got distracted. Phil Collins famously didn't have any music theory background to the point that he made up his own notation. Well, yeah, that's true. There are a couple of people out there who don't know music theory, but this is going to be music theory and just like trying to explain why Steven Schwartz did the thing. Even though there's a lot of points where it's just like, oh, he just wanted to throw you off. That's basically like the explanation for some of these things. Hi Disla, welcome to the Twitch audience. 나는 망쳤다. 나는 망했다. uh, I'm rusty with Korean, but thank you for like coming to the chat. I think 99.9% of people don't know music theory, not couple. Well, a lot of people don't know music theory, but that's why I'm here to try and like help like bridge the gap, I guess. 10 woobies. Yes, D-Slob. 10 woobies. There we go. Hi. Hello, serial designation. Welcome to the stream. Are you Korean? Nope. Nope, but I did also get certified for Korean for like fluency. I was like a high beginner and then I never practiced ever again. I should get back to it though and get certified again because my certification expired. I mean, I think most people know how chords and intervals work. You'd be surprised at the amount of people who don't know what chords are and intervals are. You'd be surprised, NDR. Same, I did it with my French. Hey, let's go. Hi, Uneng. Welcome to the YouTube audience. Okay, so let's continue. This is okay. Last part of this thing, it will contain spoilers for Wicked the Musical, Wicked Part 1, and Wicked for Good. So if you haven't seen anything about Wicked, you might get confused about a lot of things. So I think you should take this, well, everybody take all of what I'm saying with a grain of salt because something might be wrong. But also, if you guys hear any spoilers, and I'm also going to go into a bit of film analysis, you guys might want to click away if you don't want spoilers. By the way, you can call me N. Welcome, N. Hello. Welcome to the YouTube audience. I'm G with spoilers. I just want to hear someone yap. Slash pause. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry, sidetrack. Have you guys seen Jamishio? Have you guys seen this TikToker named Jamishio? I'm sorry because the tag, seeing the tag, I just remembered. Oh, Jamishio. If you guys don't know Jamishio, search Jamishio on TikTok. I think you guys will be entertained by his content, or cringe because of his content. Take it what you will. Okay po, group 1, tuloy po presentation. Okay, I'm gonna continue the presentation. So sorry. For more notes at the same time. Yeah, some people, I'll give information. Don't worry. I'll give like brief information on some stuff. Don't worry. I will lurk because I haven't watched part 2 yet. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna try not to spoil a lot of part 2. Okay, there we go. Hi, Dijin. Welcome to the stream. Okay, there we go. All right, let's continue. Let's go. Oh, oops. So, Wizard and I. Wizard and I is the I Want song. I cannot play the song, sadly, because, well, I cannot play the entire song. Or, because, what's this? Copyright. That's the reason why I can't play the whole song. But I will, but, what's this? I might play some parts in the piano so you guys can understand. And there's gonna be a lot of references to sheet music. There's gonna be screenshots of sheet music, so don't get jump scared if you see see sheet music. Hi, good evening. Welcome. Hello. Hello. This will be weird for me since I don't know any names of music in English, only my mother tongue. Well, it's time for me to let you know in in English then. The Wizard and I, or I can just play like a tiny bit of it so you guys can be familiar with it. Hold on. Let me just get the thing. I will play tiny bits of the song. So here is Wizard and I. Oh wait.
Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood?
Me when British people call it
to suppress
Hemi Demi Quaver. Oh my god, I hate it when they call it that.
that could help me meet the wizard if I make good. So I'll make good. When I meet the wizard, once I prove my worth, and then I meet the wizard, what I've waited for since birth. And with all his wizard wisdom, by my looks he won't be blinded. Do you think the wizard is dumb, or like Munchkin, so small-minded? No, he'll say to me, I see who you truly are, a girl on whom I can rely. And that's how we'll begin the
Okay, I'm only playing until there because, again, copyright. So let's go. It is the I Want song in Wicked. So, what is the I Want song? So, you guys have probably heard stuff like Let It Go, or I Can Go the Distance, or I'll give more examples, but those are like some common examples in Disney. There are a couple of songs where it's just like, this is what I want to do in life, this is what I want to continue the story with. Those in theater are called I Want songs. The random straight to munchkins is so funny. I know. She just like randomly calls out munchkins. All peak, yes. So these are the songs that get you excited for the main character because it's like, oh, I can relate with you because you want the best for you. So that's what they do. So it's a must have in every musical and it shows the character's motivation to go through with the story. So I'm going to be playing a song from a musical that's kind of a parody of an I Want song while being an I Want song. It is called What Do You Want, Paul? From the guy who didn't like musicals. So I will be playing a little bit of it. Hopefully before the part about what the guy wants to do in life. Well, the guy who's asking.
What do you want, Paul? Excuse me? Tell me what you
Mr. Davidson, yeah.
Your deepest intent, Paul. What do you see for this company? I'm looking for someone with strong ambition, someone to sell their specific vision, someone to share with precise.
No, chat does not need to see what he wants, NDR.
Because I want you to want.
To want.
So what do you want?
This is probably a
Paul?
good song for showing the characters rise up from the
What's that
fall.
one concrete goal
No,
that motivates all
it's
your
that's more of the
action?
redemption song. This one is more of the like what I want to do. How is anyone supposed to sympathize with you? Exactly.
I want you to want Paul. A man so vague just can't be trusted. Something you pine for. Mr. Davidson?
Maybe someone who keeps you lusted. I'm not an idea guy.
I hire you, Paul, to keep our stock high. But if you can't pin that point that's in the sky, then I want you to want. To want. Do you know what I want for myself?
Since we're trying to keep this PG, I'm not gonna play what he wants. You should watch the musical for you guys to find out what he wants, okay? Because we're trying to keep the stream PG, all right? First time hearing a song that doesn't rhyme. No, there are a lot of songs out there that actually don't rhyme, but sadly, they also are like a big tell na parang, oh, they're probably AI. He wants a nice dessert. Well, probably, yeah, he does. The example I like to give is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. In Beauty and the Beast, I think Belle. Wait, is Belle the one where she's singing like, "I want adventure in the great white somewhere"? Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, that is an I Want song. So, what makes this song specifically an I Want song? So here again, we're gonna look at sheet music. Please don't get scared. Don't worry, I'm gonna try to decipher all of the symbolisms for you guys. So notice how there are these repeating symbols over here, like in these circles. So these symbols over here represent a note. So notes are like just literally that. Just when you play, that's a random note. So yeah, what's this? Cinderella while the witch convinces her for a party. I don't remember the Cinderella. I'm so sorry. Like I'm a Disney girl, but I don't remember everything about Cinderella. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so you see how these notes are repeating. You see how the symbols here are repeating. So that's what we call in music an ostinato. So an ostinato is like a repeating pattern that is present all throughout the song. So if you hear like in this song specifically, it's just ah. Oh, there. Okay, that's why I was playing wrong. You notice this here? That's the ostinato. So in this song specifically, when it's singing the bass, when it's in the bass note, it kind of feels like an excited heartbeat. So that's what it's mimicking. That's what is giving like that little bit of motivation to just be like, oh, my heart is racing. I really want this. I really want to pursue this. That's the kind of feeling it's supposed to give. In Before Ruby just reads her copy of finishing the hat. Look, I made a hat that I just assume she owes. No, I don't. I don't. I actually don't know that. I actually don't know that, NDR. You guys don't have vocal music notes? Or it's not used? Not that I know of. What's this? I am basing off of Western notation, sadly. So that's why. It's the topmost staff. Oh, okay. Yeah, the upper staff is where the melody of the vocals are supposed to go, technically. But there's no it only shows up here. Because this is the intro so far. So it shows up here. You should see the tabla. Oh, you're talking about Indian music. Indian music's actually really interesting in terms of like, in terms of notation, the way that they notate things is actually really cool. I do not know much about it except for when I took it up in Asian music history, but I do want to know more about it. All I know is that you guys like notate things not in the Western style, like what this is, but it's more of like the tum tikata tum tikata, like that kind of notation. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember how like my Asian music history teacher played it, because he knows how to play it. He knows how, and it's really cool to see. But yeah, that's Indian music notation. Right now we're focusing on the Western music notation because Broadway is from a Western music source. All right, so Tak for outer place and Tan for center something like that. Ah, okay, yeah. I will find out more about that kind of music theory later on, probably. But for now, let's focus on this. So, another song that's popularly known in Broadway to have this ostinato as well is Waving Through a Window by Dear Evan Hansen. And it also has some elements that I'll explain later on. But let's hear a bit of this with the music notation here. Tat, 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 tat. Here, on the other hand, it's on the guitar. It was on the guitar staff, so you can hear it being played in the guitar.
Before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me, give them no reason to stare.
Do you guys hear the tum 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 tum?
So I got nothing to share.
So that's the ostinato as well in this song. So both songs as well have this little part where you see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you guys can see like there's these little semicircles that are connecting some notes together. It's because they don't fall on the meter. They don't fall on the, I think to simplify it, they don't fall on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a piano in the background? Sheet music, yes. Is that what you're talking about? But yes. Tum 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 tum. Yes, Jan, it's tum 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 tum. Okay, so they have these little semicircles because they're not falling on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually this means it's syncopated. So that means it doesn't fall on when you count when it comes to music. And most of the time, for example, the ostinato here. The ostinato is like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that one falls on the count. But when you play this one, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1 2 2 and 3 and 4 and notice how I will always play in the end. If I play it on the not end, it'll just go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and sorry, I am bad at the piano. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 doesn't feel as exciting as when you play it in syncopated. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't feel as exciting. It doesn't feel like you're rushing. So when you hear something in syncopation, it kind of gives the feeling of like being antsy and just being like, oh, I can't wait. I really want to do this thing. I really want. It's the I want song. So yes. Sorry, I'll read chat now. So finishing the hat and Look I Made a Hat are compilations of Stephen Sondheim's lyrics to compete with his own annotations and explanations for the choices he made when writing them, as well as self-critique. Oh, that would be so cool though. Those books sound interesting, but at the same time, I'm not really a Sondheim girly. I'm a Schwartz girly. I'm a who wrote Next to Normal? For the one who wrote Next to Normal, there. Thank you, Capital Yak, for following. Thank you so much. It feels stagnant without syncopation or something. It feels, yeah, that's why. It feels stagnant. It feels like you're stuck in your ways. It feels like if I play, for example, here I am again. Here I am again. I'm stuck in this way of playing. But I want to be another thing. I just want to be another way. That's like that it starts showing in the way that it's playing that you're just like, oh, I'm anticipating this. I want to like I'm excited for this. It doesn't feel like you're just stuck in the meter. You're not? Yeah, I'm not a Sondheim girly, NDR. I'm so sorry. I'm not really a Sondheim girly. I don't really like. Hot take! I don't really like Phantom of the Opera. That's a hot take. That's a hot take that I will say here. Anyway, continuing. So, another thing that we will notice is this song, when it starts, it removes all the time signatures from the previous part. Hi, Vietcong fighters. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about The Wizard and I from Wicked. So you might have spoilers here. Okay, so it's in the C major scale. So the C major scale, again, I forgot to lower the mic, sorry. That's the C major scale. The reason why it sounds familiar, it's the scale where you can sing like though a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. It's the scale that everyone's familiar with. It's the scale where you can play like literally the C scale is where you learn your most basic notes. So the fact that it's in the C scale, it's familiar. It is trying to make you relate to the character and be like, oh, since you're singing a song that is familiar to me, I will empathize with you. I will relate to you. I can relate to your excitement. I can relate to the way that you're singing. I mean, I don't like Phantom either. I will go as far as to say I don't like any of the Andrew Lloyd Webber's works. Right. I forgot. Sondheim is different from Weber. Sondheim is Cinderella, right? See, I'm not a Sondheim girly to the point where I can't tell Sondheim from Weber. I'm a Disney girly. I'm not a big Broadway girly. The most I can do, the most historical I can go for in terms of Broadway is probably, what's the oldest musical I can think of that I like? I don't know why my mind's saying Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde ain't that old. I like the more modern Broadway shows, so I think that's why. Anyway, continuing. So yes, that's the C major scale. C major scale is the scale that is very relatable and very familiar, and it's literally just the white keys on the piano. That's the plainest that I can say. They're just the white keys on the piano. There we go. another song that fits all these three, but it doesn't have like an annoying ostinato that goes. It doesn't have an annoying ostinato. Is Journey to the Past from Anastasia. So I'll play this here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's the ostinato. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Sondheim is Into the Woods in West Side Story. Oh, okay. Okay, I think West Side Story is the one that I as classical as I could go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, Journey to the Past is also an I Want song. It's from Anastasia. It's a really good musical. It's about the Russian Civil War, I think. It's a good musical. It's a good movie. You guys should watch it. I mean, Legally Blonde the musical came out in 2007, so it's almost 20 years old. Oh my god. Oh, I heard my bones creak. Oh god. Then again, we're talking about a musical that came out in 2003 and it celebrated. No, 2003? 2005. Yes. Ma'am, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just realizing how old I am. It's fine. It's cool. It's okay. Okay, so let's talk about the melody of Wizard and I. So the melody of Wizard and I, you guys can hear like a how does it go again? Sorry. You can hear a once I meet the wizard, once I prove my worth. Literally, those notes are right next to each other in terms of white keys. You can see that there's a bit of hesitation in those lyrics specifically. And it's also showing in the melody. Also, hi Dan the Man on the YouTube channel. Welcome to the stream. Muntikan na ako magmano. Stop, Jan! Okay. So you can hear that it's just neighboring notes. It's her trying to start walking, start running, kind of. And it's literally called a step. That interval, that is a step. That is a step. And later on, when you hear the melody, like as she's singing the melody, when I meet the wizard, what I waited for since there. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I also am bad at sight reading. Also, hi Regan, welcome to the stream. There we go. Wicked Part 1 is on Prime and just watched it. Wasn't really getting into it, but the second part I heard is somewhat deeper and scarier, so I'll wait till it's on Prime as well and maybe like it. Well, honestly, coming from someone who's watched both and cried from both because I really like the musical, it's a good musical. If you didn't really vibe with it though on the first movie, you might not vibe with it in the second one. That's all I can say. I can see the notes. I can't read it. I can read it, but I can't see it. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom. Well, we can't zoom in. That's just like a rough. It's hard to see, but yeah. Just notice here. I'm so sorry. You guys are gonna have to like. Oh wait, maybe I can. I wonder if I change to here. Nope, chat is blocking it. I like the part where Alphabet and Iron Man killed the Harry Potter of Oz. Said please. I can share this screen. I can share this PowerPoint in the Discord if you guys want to see it. I'll make it view only so you guys can like watch and see the notes. Okay, so when she's starting to sing later on more about how she feels and how she wants to meet the wizard and she wants to like pursue being the wizard's business partner. She starts going into like instead of it starts getting wider the range. So wizard waited for since you hear that it starts getting like wider in range and starts getting like literally the range is getting wider. Her capabilities are also getting wider. So it's kind of showing that she wants to pursue something ambitious and she's really willing to leap to get to it. Um Most of the notes are like perfect fifths. And perfect fifths I'll explain more later on, especially in the next song. But perfect fifths sound like you're going to jump. So it's like I'm jumping. That's how it sounds. That one chat made me so bogan said it's okay. I've seen Cats in person and I really enjoyed that. Also Hamilton on stream and loved it. So it's a matter of taste. Well, yeah, it's a matter of taste. Like for example, I really love Wicked, but I personally do not like Cats. So again, it's to each their own. That's why Broadway is so diverse and lots of shows are in Broadway. So for different people with different tastes. Okay. So notice in the song, if you guys hear the whole song, there are every time that she sings the chorus, it's very deceptive because sometimes when you're singing the song, like let's see if I can play it. Okay, I think I can play it. Let's hear. So, what a pair will be, the wizard and I. So usually when you hear the chorus, you'd want to go, what a pair will be, the wizard and I. That's where you naturally want to go, wizard and I, because this note in the C scale, this is C. So when you play this note in the C scale, it is called the tonic. So when you hear the tonic, it's usually like, oh hey, you are at the home key. You are in like the natural way that you're supposed to end this. That's why sometimes when you hear like, for example, it's usually like if you hear a chord progression like this. Again, I'll lower the mic. So that's like a chord progression that we call a cadence, where you can hear that there's a natural way that you want to like end it, right? So when you end it there, it's the tonic. But then for this part, when she's singing this part, it's like, my mic, what? It's like, what a pair will be, the wizard and I. She doesn't sing the C. She sings, instead of this, she sings this, which is the perfect fifth below. Well, perfect fourth below. So it's like, why are you not singing this? It's kind of when people write down that they're not singing to the tonic and they're misleading you into going to the tonic, it's sometimes called the deceptive melody, deceptive cadence. For this one, it's really deceptive because it's like, oh, you're not going where you're supposed to go. Why? You're supposed to go here. It's a way to like catch your attention and be like, hey, don't go home yet. We're not settling down yet. We are gonna continue. This is where you're gonna play. SKL, I am stuck at the moment. Magpapabudol ako sa bonus. Ha, looking kasi to replace my interface. My guy is supposed to be retired. I mean, you can get your interface. I know that your interface is dying, but I feel like you can get it anytime. It's okay, Jan. Konting tiis na lang. It's okay. If you want to see me go home, keep listening. Exactly. That's how it's played. That's how it's presenting itself. It also tricks the listener into paying attention again. Exactly. It's like it misleads you into being like, wait, why are we not going home yet? I want to listen more. I want to know why we're not going home yet. I want to know why we're not getting there yet. So that's why it's a deceptive chorus ending, because it's like, oh, you're not going to the way that it's supposed to go. And she does this again in the second chorus, in the next chorus. Um it's what a pair will be, the wizard and I. That is not this. That is not this. And you're not singing C again, you're singing E, which is part of C, but it's like, why are you not? Why are you here? It's misleading again. There's no marker for the key change, but notice, I know you guys, it's hard to see, but notice that there are like sharps over here. When it starts getting to this part, there are suddenly sharps in the notation. When you have a sharp, it usually means that you should play the note a half step higher. So instead of G, you play G sharp. And usually that means a key change. So in this part, it really is shifting to like another place. There are sharps, don't prick yourself. Day, please. But yeah, it goes to a sharp, and it's like, oh, why why are you not why are you on a black key now? You're supposed to be on the white keys because you're C major. Why are you going away from what we're used to? So it's also giving that deceptive, hey, keep listening because I have more to say. Hello, Renu Gupta. Welcome to the stream on YouTube. Hello, hello. Hi, my name is rubiirosie. I'm the audio engineer VTuber, and I am trying to explain Wizard and I from Wicked in theory. In theory. So this is a deceptive cadence in terms of chords. So again, what you normally hear is the wizard and I. That's normally where you go. But here it went. Ah, the wizard and I. It's also going to a key because she starts singing in a really dreamy way about like, oh, this is what I want in the future. If I do meet the wizard, hopefully he'll like get rid of my green skin, and I feel like that's the best dream ever in the world at the moment. Where's the big yellow tub? A guy who knows his proper waste management. Okay. Uh good job on you guys for knowing your proper waste management. Okay, so yeah, this is the part where she gets all dreamy. So it does mislead you into paying more attention again because it's like, hey, I have something to tell. I have like a little more information to give you. So that's why it goes into a deceptive chorus ending. And the next time she goes into the chorus, she doesn't even end in I. She goes, mic down again, sorry. She goes, what a pair will be, the wizard and. Suddenly she's cut off and she's singing Unlimited. She's suddenly singing the next part. She's singing the motif of the whole musical, which is the Unlimited motif. And it's her musically going into this phase of like, oh, I'm having a vision, I'm having a premonition, I'm having a prophecy. Literally, she says it also. Like, she's having a vision almost like a prophecy. So that's when she gets cut off by her premonition, and it shows even in the music. She gets cut off. But I'm talking about the unlimited motif. So what is the unlimited motif? So there's usually a motif there that's playing like, where is it? Sorry, let me look for it. Hi, Nicole. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. It's been a while. And hello, EP mama named Jessie. Welcome to the stream. I'm here for the Wicked analysis. Yes. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well and I hope you're having a good morning where you are. Okay, so we're talking about the Wizard and I, which is like the biggest music theory eye candy ever. So, yes. Continuing. So, we have the that's how it sounds in the movie. But notice like if I play it in a different way, it's the same intervals and pattern as Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It just has a different rhythm. So it's given by the composer Steven Schwartz that he said, "Hey, I tried to make it relate to the Wizard of Oz as in the original Wizard of Oz." So that's he played the notes in a different way, a different perspective because again, this is the retelling of Wizard of Oz. So he's like, "Okay, I will use that melody to just like I'll hijack that melody and make it Elphaba's theme, you know?" Damn, I never realized that. OMG. Yeah. It's apparently it's also in a different key. In for Somewhere Over the Rainbow, it's in E flat, so it's gonna be but we're in a different key for this one, so it's there. It's again a different perspective. Like it's normally like perspective and home are the big themes of Wicked. If you guys like watch through the musical again and again like I have, they're really big on like emphasizing like, oh, you're home, oh, you're looking at things in a different perspective. So yeah, thank you for the stand up. I will stand up now. I will try, since I'm far away enough from my phone, I won't lose tracking this time, thank God. Okay. I really need to shorten my name so people stop breaking their tongues trying to say it fast. I will just call you Jessie. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so the octave jump at the start of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is evil. It kinda is. Like, honestly, Somewhere Over the Rainbow has a little bit of trauma towards me. Like, I have a little bit of trauma towards it because it was my midterms in vocal class. Like, I had to sing it for midterms in vocal class, and it was just. Ugh. Also, hey again, Ruby. Been a bit. Yeah, it's been a while. Hello, how are you? But yeah, so the big. When you play that melody, it's supposed to remind you of the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy's theme. But apparently, it's related to Elphaba's theme. Yeah. Hi, GSRC. Hello, good evening. Ruby just dropping by. Also, music stream. Yes, I'm finally nerding out about music. Welcome, welcome. Haya was gonna eat so chalk it was named Nutmaster. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. I see sheet music. I go, ooh, yeah, it's sheet music. I hope you guys can see the notes properly because I took screenshots of the sheet music. I have you in the background while I get ready for work. Let me know if you need anything. Thank you, Nicole. I love you. Mwah. All right, so that's the unlimited motif. Use freedom motif. I'm not familiar with that, but this is the unlimited motif. So another part inside the song is that there are lyrics that have double meaning. When you listen to the song, you have what's this? When you listen to them and you know what's going to happen to Alphaba, you know that there's a different meaning towards them. For example, there's lyrics that say, "A celebration throughout us, that's all to do with me." There's those lyrics fully knowing that literally the scene before, you have all of Munchkinland celebrating because she's dead. So her premonition is right. There will be a celebration that's all to do with her, but not in the way that she's expecting. Lurk, I'm gonna do some comms. Enjoy the Wickedings, Ruby. Thank you, Jan, for dropping by. Thank you so much. And then there's another lyric where she says, I'd be so happy I could melt. And you realize, hey, wait. She, in the original Wizard of Oz, she's gonna die from melting because she got splashed on. So it's like, I mean, you are gonna melt, girl. So yeah, the double meaning in the lyrics is like major foreshadowing inside the musical. So next, deceptive chorus finally ends on the on the sea. So at the end of the song, she finally sings the wizard and I. So she finally goes to the sea, and then it's gonna go through like a whole bunch of chords that I'm not gonna play because I'm bad at playing the chords. But yeah, it ends in C. She's singing a high C. So it all sounds like the song is finally done. She is finally home. She is finally settled. And we don't need to listen any further. She's already established her want. That's what makes it an I want song, and that's what makes it like so special because it's like, oh my god, we finally get to go home. So yeah. That is Wizard and I. Any questions? Ah, yes, the foreshadowing. Exactly. There's like major foreshadowing inside the music. I'll further explain some stuff like fifths, like perfect fifths later on. Especially in Defying Gravity. Defying Gravity is where I'm gonna explain perfect fifths and why they are needed there. Yes. Finally, my specialty other than guns, music nerding. Thank you so much for for joining in the music nerding. I'm glad I can be like honestly, I just want to yap about music. I just want to yap about Wicked because Wicked is just like musically it's dense and it's literally one of the musicals where my music professors were like, "Hey, study this because theory-wise this is heavy." So, I'm really glad that I get to yap about it. Okay. So, Defying Gravity. I'm going to play like a little bit of it just so you guys know how it sounds. I'll play the.
Why can you stay calm for?
I'll play after the. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. Hold on. Hello, Navy Sunflowers. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow.
Changed within me.
Here, I'll play the song.
Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down.
Can't I make you understand? You're having.
Okay, I'm gonna play until there. If you guys want to hear the full song again, you can. It's literally a YouTube search away. I can't play the full song because copyright. So, continuing. Defying Gravity. It's the Act 1 closer. Literally, if you watched Wicked Part 1, this is the song that ends the entire movie. If you watch the musical, this is the song that ends and intermission starts. And it's if you watched Wicked for Good, it's not in Wicked for Good. But yeah, this is where it's the climactic end of Act 1. Hello, Fox Adlam. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. There we go. That one jazz piano guy on YouTube has a lovely analysis of this song. Are you okay? I think I've seen that jazz analysis guy. Hold on. I think I know the guy you're talking about. Is he the one with like the orange hair and the mustache and the beard? Hello, just in case no one has told you today, you look even more beautiful today and you are loved by everyone around you and hope you have a great stream. Thank you so much, Fox. I'm glad that that's your first chat. Thank you so much. Austin something or other. I'll look into that again later. But I think I know the one you're talking about. Um but yeah, this song is also like highly regarded by so many music professors. And again, this is also a song that I had to study in school because it was my voice finals, I think. This was my finals. So I had to sing this several times. Okay, so here, the film analysis starts now. So, in the movie, in if you guys have seen the first movie, there's big emphasis on like circles. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there's a big emphasis on circles in the universe of Oz. There's also a big emphasis on glass, especially with Elphaba. Lovely topic. Thank you, Sari. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so again, there's like big emphasis on circles, but that's just a theory of film theory. Thanks for watching. I have turned into Mad Pat. But okay, so there's a big emphasis in circles and bubbles and glass. In Glinda's case, there's a lot of circle imagery where she's always framed in a circle and she's literally traveling by bubble. The Wicked Witch of the East. Kidding. No, I'm not gonna relay the meme. Okay, so she's always seen in like circle imagery and enclosed in a circle. I'm melting in the heat. I hope you're having fun. Thank you so much. I am having fun. I'm having fun like yapping about Wicked. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so um and there's a lot of imagery where Elphaba is shattering the glass. She's always breaking things. She's always um not enclosed. For example, when they were roommates. When they were roommates, there's this part where she slammed the door because Glinda wanted the door like wide open, and she's just like, I so love the air. So she wanted it closed. So when she closed it, the glass broke, and it showed that she's powerful and stuff like that. Oh my god, they were roommates. Exactly. They were roommates. So, these images were showing about how Glinda is okay being encased in a bubble. She's in her own little world. She's literally the girl in the bubble, which is a song in the second movie, I think. And Elfie doesn't want that. Elfie wants to break free from the bubble. She wants to break free from the glass that she's looking through. Everyone else in Oz is looking through like rose tinted glasses, or in this case, emerald tinted glasses. Literally in the book, they do have a part where they're like, "Oh, so Oz can look more green. We gave everyone emerald tinted glasses." That was a thing in the book. So she literally wants to break free from everyone's view of Oz, which is like everyone is trapped inside the bubble. Everyone is trapped in this perception of Oz, and Elphaba wants to break it. Everyone wants to break the stereotype. So, what is the musical thing that's showing the bubble? Hello, Darkness Killer. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hi. I'll start doing the shout outs when people chat. I realize that I can't tag when no one has chatted yet. But welcome to the stream. Hi, my name is rubiirosie, and right now we're talking about defying gravity. Yes. Glinda is trapped by others' expectations for her and is literally in her own bubble, unaware of the world outside her own sphere of influence. It's so on the nose, but it's so good. Exactly. She's literally trapped into being this Glinda the Good. She's trapped into her own little bubble of like, I get everything I want. I am the literally the best girl in the place. I am popular. I am the perception of popular. And there's also a clear part. Oh my god, I forgot to mention this. There's also a clear part where Glinda like shows off like Glinda tries to take off the perception that she's stuck with, but she went back to it. there's this part in Popular where she takes off Elfie's glasses when she sings, and even in your case, and then she's taking off the glasses, and then she looks at Elfie and she's like, okay, puts it back on. That's a very clear thing of like, oh, I like, I'm gonna see you in a different way. Ah, no, I don't like that. I'm gonna keep the filter on. That's a really clear way of showing her being like, oh, I do not like not seeing you in a different light. She's stuck in her own ways, and Elfie wants to see things in a different perspective. Again, the movie and other parts, the movie, it shows so many things about different perspectives and going home. Those are like the two big themes of Wicked. So continuing, what musical thing is the bubble in this case? So, what is the musical bubble? Tritones. We're gonna get into jazz theory now, guys. You like jazz? Okay, so tritones. So tritones are two notes that are equal in steps, no matter how you reverse them. And they always sound very dissonant. In music theory, it's the most dissonant thing that sounds. I like jazz sometimes. Hi, Dire Sindosa. Welcome to the stream. Funky little fucker. Exactly. I do, in fact, like jazz. Well, we're gonna get into jazz theory for a little bit, guys. So, yeah. How does it sound in the musical? That's the thing. Oh, but first, tritones are the most dissonant interval that you can create. That's why they call them the devil's interval, because it gives off the tone of like, oh, this is unnatural. Oh, I don't like this sound. Oh, it sounds so dissonant. Oh, it's suspense and unnatural and not good. It's not good, but everyone is trapped in that bubble. Everyone is trapped in the tritone. Hi, RT Duty. Welcome to the stream. I'm learning a lot here. I'm glad that you're learning. Okay, so how does that sound in Wicked? I'll play how it sounds normally. So a tritone, if this is a perfect fifth, a tritone is, that's how a tritone sounds like. It's so ugh. Welcome back, Jen. For not knowers, vocal part of the Simpsons theme is the yeah, the Simpsons. Oh no. Oh yeah. So that's how it sounds in the musical. They play it especially in the part where they sing "Wicked" and then there's the bomb. So it's literally ah. That's how it sounds. You hear how disgusting that sounds? Tritones are the worst. But in certain contexts, in certain musical contexts, they can sound beautiful. Here, it just makes it sound like. There we go. It's crunchy. It is crunchy. Trying to figure out the last chord in my progression sounds like this. Yeah. So that's how it is in the musical. And usually, to resolve a tritone, you to resolve a tritone, you need to go a step down and a step up. There we go. So, what breaks a tritone? What usually breaks a tritone is what we mentioned earlier, a perfect fifth. So, again, we're mentioning perfect fifths. So, what is a perfect fifth? Again, okay, so if we have the C scale, you can usually like if you learn your do re mi's from Sound of Music, you can play the C scale as do re mi fa sol la si do re mi fa sol la ti do, or you can do the letters, which is C D E F G A B C. There's another note that sounds like that. It was used in the opening, if I recall correctly, when Elphaba came to rescue animals. Is that a tritone? I think so. Yeah, that. It's like the tritones are very apparent throughout the musical, especially in parts that are unsettling or like very unnatural. Usually, that's when it's played. Sees the word subdominant, runs for the hills. No, subdominants are not scary. Dissonants are scary. Okay, so again, you can play the scale as do re mi fa sol la ti do or C D E F G A B C. But if you're going to label them in jazz, you do it by numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we go back to 1. So perfect fifths are the 1 and the 5 in the scale. So when you play them together, they sound very consonant. They don't sound dissonant whatsoever. And in the Western music world, perfect fifths are called perfect fifths because usually they're not dissonant. They are the most consonant as you can get. So they are the antithesis of the tritone, which is the most dissonant you can get. And when you play a 1 and a 5 together, when you play them together without, well, okay, I should go into what makes a chord. So what is a chord? A chord is usually a set of 3 notes that are played together. So if we're going to play a chord, it's usually, if you want to play a major chord, it's usually the 1, the 3, and the 5 in a major scale. But if you're going to remove the 3, that's what we call a power chord. Because this is gonna get into overtones. I did not realize this is going to be like a little bit more technical. This is gonna get into overtones. So overtones are, if you play a note, you hear that tail end, right? You hear the like that's usually a series of notes that are played on top of the note you just played. So those are overtones. 1 and the 5, they have more or less similar overtones. So that's why when you play them together, they both support each other. The harmonics, exactly. The overtones are like harmonics. So if you play them together, the harmonics and the overtones are both practically the same. So they both support each other. It supports each other and makes it feel more certain. It feels very like, this is my stand. I'm taking a stand right here. Whole. That's another way of putting it. Yeah. It is whole. But like I said, usually the chord is the 1, 3, 5. If we're just playing the 1 and 5, where'd the 3 go? That's the thing. So I found out because of Steven Schwartz explaining his stuff. He plays the 3rd in the bass. So when you play the piano, usually the right hand plays the melody, and it's supported by the left hand playing the lower notes, playing the bass. So he puts the 3rd in the bass. So long story short, I think perfect fifths are the perfect ratio between pitches is simple. 3-2, I think, more consonant, simpler ratio, more dissonant, weirder ratio. Tritone is the square root of 2 and 1. Wait, is that easier or harder to understand the overtones? I mean, it depends on the person because some people can understand like parang, oh, okay, overtones is easier to like imagine because you're just hearing it. Other people can be like, oh, I understand math better, so I understand the whole ratio thing, so it makes more sense. But yeah, that's correct. That's why it's called the perfect fifth, because the ratio is literally perfect. It's 3:2. While the dissonants are weirder in ratio, so they have like a different what's this? They have a different amount of steps, the to ratio. And what I know about tritones is if you play the octave lower of one note, it's always gonna be symmetrical in terms of how many steps away from the other note. I think it depends if the dissonance is other relative harmonic supporting it. The reason why I'm going for the like gonna head for work. Thank you so much for dropping by, Jesse. So the reason why I was talking about overtones, though, the reason why I was talking about overtones is because when you play the power chord and then you play the third at the bottom, the third, it breaks the overtone series. It breaks how powerful these two are, and it gives it kind of break it all. The only word I can say is it breaks the overtone series. It adds, that's a way of saying it, it adds flavor. It adds flavor compared to like if the bass was the tonic. This is how it is if the bass is the tonic. If it's the third, it's like, ooh, why does it sound like that? Why is it kind of like, it's kind of making me go, oh. I think that's a way that I can say it. It's kind of making me go, oh, why is it like that? Compared to this, where it's like, okay, I'm settled, I'm okay. It's like, oh, why? And it's shown in a part in Defying Gravity. I'm gonna try to play this. I've been trying to play this for a while, so I'm gonna try to play it. There we go. If you guys know Defying Gravity, you know what part that is. But notice how this, the first chord, dun dun dun, it's different from this, which is the exact same chord, but it's the third in the bottom. So it's different from, it's, this one is like, I am determined, I am ready to step into what I was talking about. This is like, oh, I'm determined, but I'm also kind of scared. I'm kind of hesitating. I'm vulnerable at this point. It's supposed to give like the feeling of vulnerability. It's supposed to give a feeling of like, oh, I'm not 100% there. And that's the whole point of the song. She's like saying, she's kind of setting up that she's like, hey, I am going to defy gravity. I'm gonna fly the fuck out of here. But I'm scared. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally reading gibberish. So it adds that flavor of like the meaning of the song. Ruby, where's the part in the movie that Zimba Ding flies out and then Angel and Maxi do a lip sync battle? Probably in the tavern in Oz. Lurk, taking the doggy to your toilet. Okay, Sari, thank you for dropping by. Okay, so Stephen Schwartz apparently learned this technique from Beethoven because Beethoven used it in a lot of his pieces. I don't specifically know which part, but he used it in his pieces, and it's very apparent in Defying Gravity and then a lot of the songs in Wicked because it's like it gives a little bit of like it adds that little flavor. Okay. So, another music theory thing that's just like, ooh, okay, Easter egg. So, we had the I Want song, which was in the C major scale. But then we have the Act 1 closer, where she changes her determination in the D flat major scale. Me personally, I think them changing the key to a higher key because Steven Schwartz mentioned it. He said that, oh, I wanted to play in the D major scale, D flat major scale because it's pretty. I think I heard him say that like in a video that he said like he made it a D flat major because it's pretty. But for me, D flat major is like another way of saying D flat is C sharp. So it's kind of like, hey, this was the Want song. It was in C. I'm taking it a step further. I'm gonna like up the ante. Literally, I up the key, so I up the ante. Playing on D flat is crazy. Exactly. Do you see all those flats in the key signature? Like, look at that. Look at that. The most difficult shit to play ever. Oh my god. So, another theory thing inside Defying Gravity is if they want to continue with the perfect fifth theme, how come there is no perfect fifth? How come there's like how come the harmonies between Elphaba and Glinda when they're talking when they're singing their part, how come it's not in perfect fifths? For those who don't know what I'm talking about the uh, that part when they sing the with you and I defying gravity, when they harmonize in that one part, literally there's only one part where they sang in a perfect fifth, which was with you and I. It's the end. So if we're going to continue with the theme of perfect fifths, they only sang the perfect fifth once when they were certain that they were going to harmonize together, when they were certain about the choice. But suddenly, in the other parts, they're not singing in perfect fifths. They're singing in thirds and perfect fourths. Major thirds and perfect fourths. So, why? It's showing that someone's not committed to the choice that they're about to do. No, someone's not committed to the plan. Someone is still wavering. Someone is still confused about the plan. No one is like power chord fifth certain. They're kind of like, okay, I'm listening to your plan, but do I want to commit to this? That's the thing that it's giving inside the harmonies for me, at least. So it kind of shows in the next part where Glinda's like, I hope you're happy now that you're choosing this, because she is not committed to the plan. She's like, girl, I love you, but I'm not flying on a broomstick. You go with your delusions. I'm going to stick to my bubble. She doesn't want to break out of the bubble yet. She doesn't want to break out of the perfect fifth. She's still in the perfect fourth. Okay. Before ending the Defying Gravity segment, I have a gripe. I am one of the few people who watched the movie and went, ow, why did she do that to the battle cry at the end? For those who don't know, the end of the song of Defying Gravity, it ends in this battle cry that is supposed to be so impactful, so strong. And in the musical, it just ends in ah. It goes like that. Ah. In the movie, she riffs. She riffs off. And she says, how is it? Ah. She does that. And for me, it doesn't sound stable. It's not supposed to be as stable as how the musical made it to be. It doesn't seem right for me. But again, if Stephen Schwartz, the composer, is okay with it, then he's okay with it. So again, lots of musical fans were surprised with that whole riff thing, and it became a TikTok trend. So if you guys are in TikTok, you guys have probably heard the movie battle cry instead of the musical battle cry. But little fun fact: there is a rule in the Broadway circle that if you do the musical, whether it's in Broadway or in West End or any like reiteration of Wicked, it's kind of illegal to do a riff that is not sanctioned by the writer. So if you do a riff that is separate, like that is different from the written like sheet music, then you could be reprimanded for it. That's the little fun fact. And it was done because when this one Elphaba, Jessica Vosk, I think she's the one who played Lute in Has Been Hotel. When they sang that, they sang No Good Deed as Elphaba. And that's when people were like, oh, I do not like that. Not one bit. So they added the rule because of that. Hold on. Ruby, you have to see this. Can I send you a link? It's my absolute favorite version of the climax of Defying Gravity. If you can send it on Discord, sure. What's this? I can't receive links in chat. You can send it in Discord if you'd like. Okay, we'll listen to it later if NDR sends it through Discord. So yeah, that's all I can say about Defying Gravity. Are you guys okay? Is the music theory too overwhelming? Please let me know if it's too overwhelming. Are you guys good? You guys have any questions? Is everything clear? Am I just yapping to the void? I'll DM you on Twitter because I don't think I have you added on Discord. Oh, okay, right. Sige. I will check Tweeto. Oh, I think I've seen this. Okay, we're all gonna hear it right now. Okay, I'll move forward to the part so that we don't get copyrighted as much as possible. A wizard that there is or was. Bring me down. And she still does the war cry. She options down. Nobody ever options down. It's so good. I think it's because of the rule, NDR. Because I think she was because there were a couple of Elphabas. They were interviewed like once. There was an interview with a bunch of Elphabas, and the one of the interview questions was, "Hey, what is your favorite Elphaba riff?" And a lot of them said, "Oh, I am not legally allowed to do my favorite riff anymore." A lot of them have said that. And again, it's to keep the sanctity of the whole musical, to keep it like to the book, by the book. Um so the reason why most people don't deviate from the usual anymore is because there is a rule where people got reprimanded about it. So yeah, like it's a good riff. There are a lot of good versions of wicked songs that were riffed off, but again, apparently it's illegal. Hello, Charlie. Welcome to the YouTube audience. Hi. We're about to talk about No Good Deed, which is the next song. And this is going to be very theory heavy. So I'm so sorry in advance to everybody who's listening. This is going to be a bit theory heavy. So, but for me, this is the best solo in the musical. Honestly, this is the one song where I was like, oh, the movie did better than the musical for me. The movie made it way better than the musical. I thought I feel like the way Cynthia Erivo does the Warcry is a little too showboaty. It kinda is for me. It kinda feels like okay, you're flexing, but it kinda lowered the power of the Warcry for me. That's what I feel like. Okay, so quote from Steven Schwartz. I will read it out for you guys. So, I mean, No Good Deed is written for a belter. I suppose a mezzo soprano could sing it, but the orchestra is so busy and obstreperous throughout that you have to have an amplified voice to carry over it if you want to hear the words at all. I think it's structured very much like an aria, but it's built to get a great big hand at the end with a big belted last note. So it's still very much musical theater. I love identifying gravity. Okay, Charlie. That's not the title, but good job. So an aria, to explain, like he says the song is like an aria. So an aria is a Western musical piece written for a solo voice and accompaniment, usually part of an opera. So we're about to get very technical and go into like what an aria is because it's a Western musical piece. Oh, okay. I forgot. We should play a little bit of No Good Deed. so you guys know what song we're talking about. I'll play a little bit of it. Really love you. I got to work. I go to work now. Okay, thank you so much for dropping by. I miss you, Nicole. Mwah.
Let his flesh not be torn, let his blood leave no stain. Though they beat him, let him feel no pain. Let his bones never break, and however they try to destroy him, let him never die, let him never die. What good is this chanting? I don't even know what I'm reading. I don't even know what trick I ought to try.
Okay, so that's the little bit I will play of this song. Okay, so what's a aria? Again, it is a Western musical piece written for a solo voice and accompaniment. So you can't have this piece sung only by voice. You really need to have the accompaniment, and you need to study the accompaniment with it. Okay, chat, hunker down. Don't be scared when she says recitative. Sorry. I'm here from May, big wicked fan. Hello, Exo Lily. I think that's how it is say your name. I'm so sorry, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hi, my name is rubiirosie. I'm the audio engineer Vtuber, and right now we're rambling about Wicked and like going into music theory. So this is going to get a lot technical. So excuse me for like going very technical. You can just call me Lily. Okay, thank you so much for dropping by, Lily. I highly appreciate that you're here, especially from from May's channel. There we go. So okay, the most popular aria that I can think of, I'm going to play it for you guys a little bit. It is this one. Sundorma. Okay, I'll play the most popular part of the Nessun Dorma, which is this one. It's a parody version. So that's the most famous part of that. Queen of the Night aria. I'm trying to double check if it's an aria. Okay, it is an aria. So another popular aria, as stated by NDR, is Queen of the Night aria, the Magic Flute. It's this one. Oh wait, hold on. The most popular part. Again, yeah, definitely NDR. And Mozart was a sadist for doing that. like, who? Even a lot of it's meant for a soprano voice, and a lot of sopranos have a difficult time with that. I love doing this one. I just yawn out of nowhere. The ha. So that's one of the most famous arias, and Stephen Schwartz wrote this as a aria. It's supposed to be aria-like, but it's still in the setting of musical theater. So this is getting like very technical, very quick. Ave Maria, the Ave Maria. I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about, Viz. But yes. Okay. So again, from what we learned from Wizard and I, this one has an ostinato, but it's kind of different. It's in the melody staff instead of the bass, and it is in triplets. So earlier we had the here we have an ostinato in rhythm, but it's in triplets and it's all over the place. You can hear the triplets are like if regular eight notes are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and triplets are 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. They're hard to do and they're not natural. So it's just adding to the chaos of the song of her just being like, "Oh my god, what's going on? I have to do something." So it's kind of adding to the panic. The bass, on the other hand, is playing like really long notes. As you guys can see, there's like these circles at the bottom. If you guys can see it, I'm so sorry, it's so small. But if you guys can see like the small circles, and then they're like, there's a tie, there's a little semicircle there, and then it's connecting to another circle. So that means it's in 8 counts. And then we have the quarter notes above that that's just going ah I can't see it either. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Wait. It's like ah. So that quarter notes playing in the scale, it's kind of giving the feeling of like, oh, time is running out. You have to move, you have to go, because it's like tick tock, tick tock. I still remember the face I pulled when my drummer told me the rhythm solfege for triplets is triplet. Oh my god, that actually makes sense. Like, damn, music people didn't know y'all had sense of humor when you made the shit. No, there's a lot of music theory things where it's just like, oh, that's why. You thought you're funny. Hi, Kizo, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Glad you have 10 rubies now. Hello. Okay, so it's like she's trying to keep herself steady throughout all this chaos. You have so many notes playing on top of each other, and it's just, how do you stay grounded despite the panic that you're having? Because literally, this whole song is because she's trying to save Fiyero, who, again, spoiler for Wicked season 2, Wicked, for good. Fiyero gets beaten up and like crucified basically in a corn patch, and like Elphaba's trying to save her and trying to redeem her, trying to make sure that she's safe. So yeah, she's trying to cast a spell, but she doesn't know what the heck she's doing. Wait, sorry. Thank you for the hydrate, Kizo. Thank you so much. You haven't watched it? Well, I'm sorry. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers. But yeah. There we go. Drank water. Okay. So, you can see when she starts singing her melody part right here in this circle right here. There's she's trying to make the triplets into regular quarter notes. For this part, she's saying Melakanamen amen octa nocta melakanamen melakanamen amen octa nocta melakanamen. She's trying to pace back almost like pace back the triplets. Came back and just take a quick listen. This is the length of a college course already. I'm glad it's free. I'm so sorry, Jajozi. Welcome back. Hello. But yeah, this is when she's singing the melody, she's going back into regular 8 notes, which is very much like, oh, she's trying to pace back the triplets. She's trying to make sure the triplets are in line. She's trying to make sense of everything, almost. Also, hi, Captain. Welcome to the stream. How are things? I'm doing good. I'm trying to yap about Wicked. Okay, so she's trying to make sense of everything. And then, based on the sheet music that I'm seeing, there's a lot of parts where the time signature changes. So, what is a time signature? So here on the screen, explaining it further. So you see those numbers on the staff? Ruby Sensei dropping music gems. We love to see it. Yeah. Oh, what's this? You guys see those 5 lines? They're called a staff. And on the staff, when you start the staff, there's usually these 2 numbers. There's a bunch of flats, a bunch of sharps, a key a clef marker, which is like the G clef, the fancy one, and the half C, the reverse heart, which is the F. And then there's these numbers that look like fractions. They're not fractions. They're called a time signature. So when you see these, the top number usually means how many beats in each bar. A bar is the space that's between the lines, these cutoff lines. So that's the number of beats in a bar, and bottom number is what kind of beats they are. So if you have 4/4, that means your beats are quarter notes, and you have 4 quarter notes per bar. You guys still with me? You guys are still got me? Are you guys okay? Does it make sense? Yun, musicerist. Hi, Zanico. Welcome to the stream. Hello, my name is rubiirosie. I'm the audio engineer VTuber. I tried to be a musicerist for the first time in stream. Hopefully, I make sense to you guys. I hope I make sense to you guys right now. But yeah. Okay. So that's the meaning of the top number and the bottom number, okay? Thank you for the shout out. No problem. Everyone deserves a shout out. All right. So that's what the time signature means. But because it's in different time signatures, you guys see like the things I circled. This one up here, this is 2/4. And then we get back to 4/4. And then we get to 6/4. And then back to 4/4. So usually in normal songs, when you hear like a normal song, like for example a pop song, it's usually 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. That's why like it's easy for dancers, because it's literally just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It's really like that, right? But for this song, it has different time signatures. It has different counts. So when we do the counts, it's literally 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4. It's very erratic. It's very like, what the heck is going on? Why are you counting different? Why are you different? why is this chaotic? And it reflects the whole song in general, because literally she's in chaos, panicking, trying to save Fierro. So it's giving that feeling of instability even in the music. Parang math rock. Exactly. Exactly, Zanico. Okay. So, this song has a heck of a lot of key changes. One of the very nice key changes that I like, so I can't escape math, not even in music. Actually, yeah. Okay, side cuento. So, when you go into my course, there's a music test that you have to pass. And then if you pass that, you still have to do music theory. And music theory, there's a lot of maths. There's like fourths, eighths, sixteens, sometimes 64ths. But my music teacher for beginner theory is very strict. But once you pass his class, he's very chill. One time when I had the basic theory class, we had a quiz. He was giving back the quiz sheets. And when he gave back the quiz sheets, he was joking about like, hey guys, if you guys don't pass this quiz, you have to transfer. He was joking about that. But literally after he gave out the quiz sheets of those who passed, he went, oh, and here is the quiz sheet of this person, along with a shift form to fashion design so that you can use your math skills without ruining music. And I was like, what? And true enough, when we saw him get his papers, he has a signed transfer sheet to a different course, to fashion design, because people say like if you don't pass music, you end up going to fashion design. So he literally gave a transfer sheet already signed to fashion design for that person who failed the quiz. That's how intense music school is, guys. I remember having to go through all of that during diploma days, right? Did they shift? No, they did not. They ended up staying and they ended up graduating in music. And like they're friends with the prof now. They're very close friends with the prof. Sorry, another side cuento of this prof. There was one time he was on the way to a test, and a bunch of us who passed his class already, we were just sitting chilling outside the classroom, and he was walking towards his class, but then he was wearing like a white shirt with green dots on it. It got to the point where one of my friends went, "Oy sir, parang magbibigay ka ng donuts ah. Parang Krispy Kreme ba yan?" So he was joking like, "Oh sir, you work in a Krispy Kreme, huh?" Ad break, can't hear. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the ad break. I'm gonna say the story after the ad break. I'll wait for the ad break. So, do you guys like understand everything so far? Is everything making sense so far? I'm giving little stories because this is going to be very what's this? This is gonna be very theory heavy compared to the other songs. Like the other songs were kind of theory heavy, but then it's like fun theory. This one is like theory. Prof, what are perfect fifths? I explained that kanina. I explained perfect fifths kanina. Hoy. Hindi nakikinig. I explained perfect fifths kanina. They're the antithesis of tritones. I don't think there are 17ths in music. Okay, ad break is almost done. So, here. I came to class late. Ayan kasi, hindi nakikinig. Hindi came to class late. Pwede po bang i-record ng class po, ma'am? My VOD. Dude, are you kidding? But okay, so, continuing the story. A bunch of us were outside the classroom. Prof was on his way to the classroom. And then one of my friends shouted like, "Uy, sir! Nagtatrabaho pa ka ba sa Krispy Kreme? Ba't parang cashier ka sa Krispy Kreme, ah?" Post new recording. Yeah, don't worry. My homework, no. Okay, so he was like, "Hey, are you gonna give donuts from Krispy Kreme?" And without missing a beat, this prof opens the door to the classroom, turns to look at my friend, and says, "Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna give donut shaped grades today." And shuts the door, and we're like, "Ooh, he's gonna give zeros." I love this prof. He's really great. He's really chill. Like once he passes like class, he's cool. He mad. Yeah, he mad. He was mad that day. Okay, continuing. So, parallel key change. So there's a parallel key change when she starts kind of fantasizing. There's a part where she starts fantasizing and says like names of people that she's lost. She lost Nessa because Nessa like plot spoiler, Nessa gets a house dropped on her and she dies. So Nessa dies. Dr. Dilliman also lost his ability to talk, so he's gone technically. And then Fierro is almost lost to her because Fierro is being beaten up and stuff. Learn Tchaikovsky's life and why Beethoven is a genius. Yes. I'm glad he didn't get mad at you guys though. He's chill. He's really chill. So, okay. This part where she's fantasizing ish about like the people that she's lost. Um she it starts going into from B minor, which was this. It goes from B minor, it suddenly changes to B major. The key of B major. And usually when it goes to a parallel key like that, parallel keys are like literally the same. If there's B major, it goes to B minor. If there's C major, it goes to C minor. And vice versa. And usually it's supposed to give a like sudden light or dark feeling. People will know this chord from C major, come on. To C minor. Exactly, yeah. So one key example, one fun example that I like to show when I talk about parallel keys is showing people how happy birthday sounds in the minor key. Cuz you guys hear like ah You guys know how Prof perfect pitch ka? No, I'm not perfect pitch, sadly. I suck at the piano as well. So I'm trying to play it the best that I can. But yeah, you guys know happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. It's really like happy and all that. But here's how it sounds when you play it in its in its parallel minor. Is perfect pitch a thing? Yes, it's a thing. So here's how it sounds when it's in the parallel minor. Of course, he's gonna add embellishments at the start, but here. Yes. So that's how it sounds when it's in the parallel parallel minor. Usually it's in the major, which is like that, right? But when you play something in its parallel opposite, it's going to shift the feeling immediately. Why does it sound horrific? It sounds ominous. Yeah, it sounds ominous. It sounds horrific. It sounds like ooh. It's a Coraline. Actually, that's a good reference. That's a good reference. Coraline, actually. Use this for suspense and tension whenever Annabelle is celebrating her birthday. True. Very true. Suddenly the triplets are back and this sounds like a horror movie premise. Okay, yeah, so deceptive change. So after that whole segment where it suddenly goes into the parallel major and then she's like Fierro, like Nessa, Dr. Dillamond, Fierro, and then she cries out Fierro. She cries out like that. And suddenly she's in a different key completely and it's derailed. She's in E flat minor suddenly. We were in B minor earlier. E flat minor comes out of nowhere. So that's another deceptive. And then suddenly triplets are starting to come back into her melody because she was trying to be like in regular eighth notes. Now the triplets are back and it's just like, woo. She's not in control anymore. She's trying to get the chaos of the whole situation back in order. This sounds less like a birthday than it is a death day. Exactly. Fifth ng B major na naman. Yee. Okay. So, she's losing control. And then the song resolves in B minor, but it resolves back in B minor only when she's accepted like, okay, if everything's gonna be this way, I am going to be the villain. Fine. If it means saving Fierro, I will accept that. I will accept that I will become the bad guy. If it's in Epic the musical terms, this is her accepting that she'll become the monster. So, um, it's literally in the lyrics here. Like you guys can see it over here behind my head, where she says, let all Oz be agreed. I'm wicked through and through. Since I cannot succeed, Fierro, saving you. I promise no good deed will I attempt to ever do again, ever again. No good deed will I do again. The Lelouch. I sorry, I don't get the reference. But yeah, she she accepts that she's gonna be the villain in the story 100%. And she's like, I'm not gonna do any more good deeds if that means that masasayang lang. Ganun. And she's all doing it to save her love Fierro, which is kind of sad because again, she went to the B minor, which is like, if we're going back to Wizard and I, which is in C major, it's kind of like she took a step back. If Defying Gravity took a step up, this is like taking a step back because B is technically C flat. So yeah, the Ibarra Simon arc. Exactly, the Ibarra Simon arc. So this is when she accepts like, okay, I'm the villain, fine. I have no power anymore. That's it. And then we go to the next song, which is For Good, which is the last song in this stream. B sharp go out. Not B sharp. But yeah, so I hope that didn't fry your brains. Do you guys need a little break? Are you guys good? You guys okay? That honestly was very heavy in theory, so it's I hope you guys are okay. Oppo very heavy. Yeah, it is very heavy. Hopefully for good. For good is not gonna be more theory heavy. It's gonna be more lyrics. The lyric writing meaning heavy. So let me play for good for you guys. Heavy parang B minor. I'm literally studying pneumonia while listening to you teach music theory. You are my light studying. I'm glad. I guess. I'm good. Thank you, Shiro. I'm glad that it's still making sense to you guys. Okay, so let us play for good. Here we go.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because
Oh wait, this is the cut version. Hold on. This is a different version. Why is the movie version different? Hold on. Here, I'll play like the key part that I'm going to talk about, which is this part.
And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet goes from orbit as it passes by a wind off the sea. Like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna play until there. I'm so sorry for copyright reasons. I can't play that much. The modulation, the reharmonization, exactly, the modulation, the key change. Okay, so this is gonna be heavy more on the lyric side, and then talking about the harmonies later on. So at the start of the song, she sings "I'm limited," but she sings it in the unlimited motif that I talked about earlier. So we have the unlimited motif where she was singing like unlimited. It's her way of being like, oh, I am I have power. I have this driving force that's going to make me break through all the bubbles. That's the motif that it's giving. But this is the first time that she's singing I'm limited. I'm limited. So it's her first time going, oh, I have no more power. I'm done. I'm tired. She's resigned. She's here like I do not have any more powers. I can't do this anymore. I don't think I can continue. And later on in the lyrics she says, "And just look at you, you can do all I couldn't do. So now it's up to you. Now it's up to you." Globe Only promo. Okay. The lyrical play is incredible. Exactly. So, what's this? She's kind of resigned to knowing like, oh, I have no more influence. I have no more power. I'm done. I think I need to pass the baton on to you, Glinda, because you have the power. You literally have the influence and you have the capabilities that I don't have anymore. So she's passing it on to Glinda. And then they sing a lot about how friendships work, and there's a interview where Steven Schwartz says like, "Oh, I wrote the lyrics to the verse by asking my daughter, "Hey, how do you feel about your friends? Are your opinion on your friends? How do you feel about the friendship?" And he wrote that down in the verse. If you guys hear the verse, it's like, I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. It's very much like, oh, I did not become this person because I became this person because my friend was in my life. That's how Stephen Schwartz's daughter felt about her friendships, and that's how he ended up writing the verses. So in the choruses, um, we each have a chorus that is for Glinda and for Elphaba. They both have their own respective choruses before the final chorus at the end. So if you notice in the lyrics, you guys can see the lyrics here right behind my head. Um, Shout out po sa daughter. Exactly. So you guys see the lyrics here. The upper lyrics are Glinda's lyrics, and then the lower lyrics are Elphaba's lyrics. Notice how in Glinda's lyrics, she's like, I'm a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. It's all imagery of like this moving thing that is somehow derailed because of something that's stagnant, something that's grounded. It's always that kind of imagery where it's like, oh, I'm gearing ahead, and something that is very grounded is derailing me. It's making me move in a different direction. Meanwhile, Elphaba's lyrics, like a ship blown from its mooring by the wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. It's always imagery of something that stopped moving and was suddenly moved by another force, and it was moving again. So a shipwreck that suddenly pushed by the wind, or like not just a shipwreck, a normal ship, like a ship that suddenly moved by the wind, or a seed that was supposed to be on the ground that falls from the air because of a bird in flight. So they have like opposite imagery in the sense that for Glinda, she's always floating, she's always going somewhere. And because of Elphaba, she ended up being grounded. She ended up not being this pompous airhead, quite literally. She ended up not being this pompous airhead, and she actually like started to have substance and is starting to get grounded because of Elphaba. Meanwhile, Elphaba is like, oh, I'm determined, I'm set in my ways. I am very much like a immovable force. But because she's met Glinda, Glinda is making her see things in a different perspective. It's making her shift her shift her ground, basically. Yeah. Stark contrast and similes are powerful. Exactly, they are. So despite how they start the chorus and how they sing it, because they sing it in different patterns, they both end in the word would. They both end like here in Glinda's lyrics, she says halfway through the wood. And then for Elphaba, she says in a distant wood. So despite their different imagery, despite the contrast in how they think about each other, they both still end in the same spot, in the same word, in the same thought. And it gives the feeling of like, okay, they're destined to meet there. They're destined to meet at that point. And they both sing, who can say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And then it also shows in the harmonies. I do not want to sing both parts at the same time. So I'm gonna play the song again for that part. I cannot sing at the same time. In the same spot, in the same word, in the same thought. Ruby rhyming unconsciously. Apparently, I rhyme unconsciously. Lurk, gonna get back home muna. Ingat dyan. Okay, so here, I'll play the part where they sing together. Because they have a part where they sing both choruses together. And you guys can hear it clearly here.
There's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore.
Okay, so that's the part. Hello, Ends DHM. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. We're talking about For Good, from Wicked For Good. So if you don't mind spoilers or like heavy music theory, I hope you enjoy your stay here. Okay, so no problem. Okay, I'll take that as a no problem. And hello, Scouter. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Okay, so um again, they sing their parts together, and then when they sing their parts together, they end up singing together at the word would, and then they sing continuously at that part. But in that part, we notice as well, Glinda is suddenly not the higher notes in this one. Do you ever for the shout out? No problem. Everyone deserves a shout out in my chat. So, um, Glinda is singing the higher notes. Glinda is singing the lower notes for once. She's not singing the melody, she's singing the lower harmony. Meanwhile, Elphaba is belting her heart out. She's been belting throughout the entire musical, but this is the first time she's belting while she's singing with Glinda. Um, hello, Sakun. Welcome to the stream. Hello, how are you? So, yeah, Glinda is suddenly singing the lower notes, which is a different thing for her. At the same time, Elphaba is also singing really high notes, which is not a usual thing that she has when she's doing harmonies with people. Usually she's being the support. So we've been hearing that they're doing different parts when they're together, but suddenly in this song, they shifted. They changed. Quite literally. They changed. The Glinda is suddenly the grounded one. She's the one that's singing the lower harmony slash melody, where it's like if there's no melody, the high harmonies just sound weird. That's how it sounds. And Elphaba is suddenly the embellishment. She's the higher harmony. She's suddenly like, oh, this is interesting. This is a shift. But this is her kind of setting herself free and not confining herself into being the lower harmony, not confining herself into being the lower melody. So it shows even musically, like, hey, they both changed for good. So yeah, that's the end. That's the end of the stream. That's the end of the 4 songs explanation for like 4 songs of Wicked. I could talk on and on about, for example, the fact that what's this? The fact that I don't like how I'm Not That Girl does not transition to As Long As You're Mine in the movie. Bakit walang summary? Okay, summary, TLDR. Let's go through the everything, the 38 slides. Teka lang. Thank you for the lecture, Prof. Okay, to summarize. Wizard and I, this is where most of the theory was. It's the I Want song. It has ostinato. It has syncopation. It's in C major, so it makes it relatable. Hashtag relatable. And then you have songs that are similar to that. And then you have like the melody trying to be like, oh hey, cool. You're slowly getting to like a flying state. Literally, because she starts flying later. And then like the deceptive chorus ending, it doesn't end in the tonic because like when you end in the tonic, it's like you're going home. This is like, hey, don't go home yet. We still have to pay attention, cling cling. Okay. And then you have the unlimited motif, which is surprisingly the same pattern in terms of musical leaps for the Somewhere Over the Rainbow of Wizard of Oz, which is a thing that they learned. And then the lyrics have double meaning. And then you finally end on the sea at the end of the song. That's like, finally, hey, I'm home. Done. Okay, Defying Gravity. Again, imagery of bubbles everywhere. And to picture the bubble in music, we have tritones. To break the tritone, we have the power fifth, the perfect fifth, and everything. And you're like, well, there's the perfect fifth. Where's the third? It can't be a chord without the third. So the third is in the bass to make it sound more, spicy, vulnerable. Yes. And then it's in the different key. It's in the higher key because it's like, oh, okay, she's taking a step forward, quite literally. And then the harmonies are not in perfect fifths because it's like, oh, she's not ready yet. How to win lecture in university, exactly. So again, I'm really upset by the war cry not being the way it is. But anyway, no good deed. Very much like an aria. That's all I'm gonna say because everything here is just very theory heavy. Just know that there are some parts in parallel keys and it's deceptive. And then it's like, where do you go? And then for good, there's the lyrics are symbolic. The harmonies reflect the symbolisms. That's all. There we go. Quick summary. Quick summary of the past 2 hours. So, if you guys have anything like questions, violent reactions, if you guys want to talk about other things about the movie, or if you guys prefer the musical or the movie, there we go. How one lecture is in university, anything, just book an appointment and email prof. Exactly. Just email the prof, rubiirosiemusic at gmail.com. The jargons tickle my brain. I'm glad that it tickles your brain because it very much tickles my brain. That's why I ended up making this stream. What's this? Do you guys have any opinions about the musical or the movie? Because I honestly, there are some parts of the movie. I'm gonna go to the lobby now, just so I can just like yap about the different things aside from the theory. Okay, so I personally, there are some things that I didn't like about the movie that are like, oh, okay, it was better in the musical. But there are some parts where I'm like, oh, okay, it's better in the movie. I haven't watched the recent one. You should watch it. It's actually like really good. There are some parts where I'm like, it could have been better, but it's pretty good. I will talk a little bit about it though, if that's okay. Pakiulit po, ma'am. Panoorin mo na lang yung VOD. Dalawang oras na ako nagyayap. Panoorin mo na lang yung VOD. Okay lang. Okay. So, one of the things that I didn't like about the whole, about the second movie is that the As Long As You're Mine, leading from I'm Not That Girl, they didn't put in the best transition in musical history, and I didn't like that. I was like, that's the best transition ever. I may not have been paying attention to certain parts, but I did enjoy this overall. I'm glad. Thank you so much for saying that. I actually appreciate that because this is the first time I've done a like music theory breakdown-ish of something that I like for stream. So I hope that it's entertaining and it actually makes sense. I only watched the movie, sorry, the play. It's okay, no worries. Like, honestly, a lot of people only watch the movie. That's why a lot of them are like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen in the second movie. Meanwhile, the musical watchers are like, hehe, yeah, you're gonna find out who the daddy is. You're gonna find out who the Tin Man is and who the Scarecrow is, yeah. Inaugural pala to, honored. Yes, it is the first musical theory breakdown that I've done, and hopefully I get to do more of this if I hyperfixate enough. The only time I watched Wicked was my high school production play. Honestly, like I really want to. The reason why Wicked stuck to my heart so nearly and dearly is because I played Glinda as a kid, and then in college I had to sing Elphabas parts for tests. So it's like I grew up with Wicked through and through. Hamilton's the only musical I've seen. I should watch more. Yes, you should watch more. May I recommend the ones with pro shots that are like out there that I feel like okay. Glinda Ruby Witch. Hello, Journeyman. Welcome to the stream and welcome back, Capital Yak. Okay, so I think a good musical to start with for people who have never watched musicals, I would have to say, if you're more Gen Z, probably SpongeBob the Musical. Probably that's where you should start. SpongeBob the Musical is actually pretty good. Like, in Wicked, if you know Bach, he actually started out as SpongeBob, believe it or not. So that's why people were joking like, ew, Ariana Grande broke up a family to get with SpongeBob. That's so weird. I just like the room where it happens. Hey, I get that joke. So yeah, I think SpongeBob the Musical is a good place to start. Spongy Robert musical? Exactly, SpongeBob. Exactly, the Nickelodeon SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob Broadway was so good, right? It's really good. You sound like You sound like back in my day saying Gen Z. Speaking of musicals, Shrek. I'm gonna watch it with friends. Shrek is really good. I want to watch the local production. Well, yeah, it's local production. I want to watch the local production that's running right now in the Philippines for everyone's like context. I want to watch that one. I've only watched the pro shot on YouTube and it's really good. High School Musical. High School Musical is, well, actually, okay. Here's the thing. I consider Disney musicals to be a different genre to Broadway musicals. Disney musicals like what's this? Encanto, High School Musical, Descendants, Zombies, High School Musical, the series, Cinderella, Mulan, Beauty and the Beast. All those, they're Disney musicals. I put them in a different category to Broadway musicals because if you watch them, they're already produced for televised watching. Meanwhile, Broadway musicals, staged musicals, they're set in a different way because they are meant for the stage. So I feel like if you want to get into Broadway musicals, you should watch the stage musicals. The TV musicals are not really a good way to get into Broadway. Like if you want to watch Beauty and the Beast, watch Beauty and the Beast, the Broadway version. There's already 2 songs, like more than the Disney version. So yeah. Question, Ruby, you gonna watch Phantom next year? I said it earlier, I'm not a Phantom girly. I'm not a Phantom girly. I'm sorry. But if my friend's watching, because my friend is the Phantom girly. So if she's watching, I'm watching. I got a question. How did you make such a high quality model? Oh, that's a completely different topic altogether, but I'm just gonna say that the artist for this is Aika. She did this very well, and I did the rig. So I'm gonna close it on there because it's a different topic entirely. I'm so sorry. Zombies, really? What about Descendants? Yeah, exactly. Zombies, Descendants, the Barbie movies. The Barbie movies are musicals. Disney Channel musicals, Descendants was so good. Descendants is good. I rarely get to meet people who like Descendants because okay, even the actors of Descendants, they also trash on Descendants. I don't know if you've seen the shorts where Dove Cameron and the guy who plays like Hook's kid, they end up like making fun of a lot of scenes in Descendants. It's so funny, it's so cute. Purely understood. Exactly. I'm a Les Miserables guy. I was also not a Les Miserables girly. I tried to get into it because my crush back then was into Les Miserables. I got the book and everything because I was like, oh, they like the movie. Maybe they might like it if I read the book. And I ended up not reading the book. Dear Evan Hansen in Les Miserables. Dear Evan Hansen is really good. I didn't get to see it in the presentation earlier, but I added Waving Through a Window as a I Want song. So yes. Not the movie though. The movie was interesting. That's how... Honestly, the best thing about the movie for me, because he was my like Broadway crush back then, I just like that Aaron Tveit's in it. Aaron Tveit is my love. He's my beloved. I love him. I still regularly play What's My Name in my head. What's my name? What's my name? Uma, say it louder. I love that. I rarely meet people who like Descendants. Baby boomer vibe. Shut up. I'm so lost here. Never heard of it. Never heard of what? The book is colloquially referred to as the brick. It is! It's very thick. The book is very thick. it hurts like a brick when thrown. Exactly. It's very thick. And I had like a couple of friends who were able to stomach reading the entire thing. I was just like, nope. I love reading books back then, but that's one that I'm not gonna digest. Disney Channel musicals just feel like Twilight levels of cliche, but it's not necessarily bad. Exactly. Like there's a reason why they're classics, and there's a reason why kids like them. It's because it's really nice despite the cringy acting. It's they're musically really well written, and like before my oh, what's this? Descendants is a Disney movie. You can look it up. Descendants is a series of Disney movies. So many ways to be wicked. Oh my god, I love that song. I used to be called, well, you guys have probably heard the running gag that I'm the Disney princess. And I used to be called the girl with the Disney disease back in college, because apparently, like when I was doing singing tests and I had to sing a minor key, my professor would always say, "Why can't you sing in a minor key? Why do you sound too happy? Do you have the Disney disease?" So I used to be like the kid with the Disney disease because I couldn't sing in a minor key. I'm the HSM guy. HSM was a time. I love HSM. Which Disney princess is your favorite movie character and song? Ooh. Okay, so my favorite as a kid was between two princesses. I used to like Mulan and Snow White. Snow White because she was very cute, and I like that she was friends with the animals, and I used to have like her costume and everything as a kid. But Mulan has a special place in my heart because that was literally the musical where my mom was like, "Hey, you want to learn reflection? I'll write down the lyrics by hand for you so you can learn it." And like Mulan just really has a special place in my heart because I like people called me toad frogs. Huh? I'm so confused. I'm so sorry, Capital. I was first year high school when it came out. I'm aging myself here. HSM, I mean. How? I think I was still in grade school when HSM came out. I think. But yeah, HSM was a time. I really like it. I really like the Descendants movies. I like the zombie movies as well. What other movies are there? I haven't, like, there are some Disney movies that I haven't seen. For example, I don't think I've watched the Teen Beach movies. Or if I did, I didn't pay attention to them. I also didn't watch Lemonade Mouth, which is apparently very popular, but I haven't watched that. I said I liked frogs a lot, so everyone in my high school called me Toad. Oh, that sounds sad. Yeah, it is life. Camp Rock, obligatory mention. Oh my god, Camp Rock. Camp Rock! Camp Rock was also a time. Oh my god. Oh, I love Camp Rock. Camp Rock gave us Disney knees. You're the voice I hear inside my head, the reason that I'm singing. I don't know why I'm singing that in like a Western accent. True, I'm going to hit Unk status in a few years. It's okay, it's fine. Speaking of musicals, Steven Universe randomly came to mind. Steven Universe is great. Camp Rock! Camp Rock! You sound like an old person, not gonna lie. Well, I am. But that doesn't give you guys the excuse to call me like Tito, Tita, Auntie, Uncle, okay? This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. My gosh. I love Disney movies, but I love Broadway musicals as well. There are lots of good Broadway musicals out there. For example, Wicked. There's Legally Blonde the musical, guys, which is where, if you guys are part of like that generation that's like really into like YouTube brain rot, remember there was a song like that went like, "Gay or European, it's hard to guarantee, is he gay or European?" They were using that for every cartoon ship possible back in the 2000s, and I didn't know that until I was in Legally Blonde myself and I was looking up gay or European, and then boom, there were so many ship videos and I was like, what the heck is this? Ate pwede? No. If Ruby admits to her being old, I can't call her tita because I'm older. Oh no. Grandma, are you Filipino? Shut up. Legally Blonde. Gary European is from Legally Blonde. Yeah, it is. It is. Isn't that Avenue Q? No, it's not. Avenue Q was the one with like, it sucks to be me. It sucks to be me. It sucks to be Brian and Kate. To not have a job, to not have a date. It sucks to be me. Avenue Q didn't have Gay or European. It had the It Sucks to Be Me. And I remember seeing, like, a core memory of seeing the It Sucks to Be Me edits of like Avatar The Last Airbender. And I was like, oh my god, where are these songs from? And then later on I discovered Broadway musicals and I was like, oh, so that's where they're from. What the hell is Legally Blonde? Am I that old? I think there's like a recurrence of Legally Blonde recently. I think. The internet is really, really great. Ba-bum. That's from Avenue Q. That's from Avenue Q. Oh my god, you're part of that YouTube generation. I didn't know. I was trying to look up my Broadway songs and then I see all those ship videos and edits and I was like, what the fuck is this? Which is to say my YouTube generation. Exactly. The only time I'm gonna be Legally Blonde is if I'm 60, monochromatically. What do you mean? Is Heathers good? Heathers is really good. Heathers, me personally, I watched the 80s movie and I watched the musical and then I watched the West End version, which has its own songs. Me personally, I like the Broadway version best. I Ruby the Never Have I Ever link pala. Oh right, guys. So before I end the stream, I started yapping. I'm so sorry, but before I end the stream, we are going. We have a stream tomorrow where I will be with Ree and Anna, and we are going to look at everybody's Never Have I Evers, and then we're gonna yap about it. So let me just copy the link. Oh, wait. Oh, this is not how you get to the link. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay. I thought someone would bring up All Tomorrows. No one did. What? All Tomorrows? But yeah, if you guys want to send like Never Have I Evers, there is the link. We're gonna talk about those tomorrow. But yeah, I should probably end before 11. This is getting long, but I'm glad that you guys like got to stick around and hear me yap and like ramble about music theory. I highly appreciate that you guys listened to everything. A alien race invaded by humans in the future and makes them into different species. Oh, I am not familiar with that. I'm so sorry, Capital. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will transfer you guys. I will let you guys raid a different streamer. Let me let you guys go join a raid. Who is streaming? Thanks for the stream. Transfer. Yeah, Trevor. Ono engineer for a reason. Yes, audio engineer for a reason. Thank you. I'm a little tired, so I think I'll send you guys over to like a big streamer. I'll send you guys over to Curio. First experience being a digital currency. Home. Thanks for yapping about La Musica. Thank you guys for listening. I know a guy who loved raid parties. He sometimes showed up late, but he's a cool dude. His name is Just in Time. Hey, that's very witty, Morpheus. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay, wait. Let's send you guys to Curio, who is just starting stream roughly. Yeah. Thank you for following. Thank you so much for following, Gluttony. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we are going to raid out, so I'm gonna send you guys to Curiosifer, who is going to play indie horror games. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have the red message. I will see you guys tomorrow with Anna and Ree as we talk about our Never Have I Evers. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Thank you guys for listening. I highly appreciate it. I actually genuinely feel good because of that. Thank you guys so much.